everyone, welcome back to our channel. I'm Emma.
And I'm John. And today, Emma, are you okay? What happened to your hand?
Oh, this? Yes, I'm fine, don't worry. I had a small accident yesterday.
A small accident? Tell me more.
I'll tell you everything. But first, today's topic is at the hospital.
Yes, super important topic because nobody wants to go to the hospital, right?
Nobody, but sometimes you have to go. And when you go, you need to know what to say.
Exactly. So today, Emma and I will talk naturally, just like real Americans do, about going to the hospital. We'll use simple words, easy sentences, okay?
And you will learn real, everyday English, the kind of English people actually use, not from a textbook.
So stay with us. This is going to be really helpful.
And a little funny.
Okay, Emma, tell me, what happened?
Okay, so yesterday morning, I was in the kitchen. I was making breakfast. Eggs, toast, normal stuff.
Sounds good so far.
Yeah, and then I picked up a knife to cut some fruit, and I wasn't paying attention.
Oh no.
And I cut my finger. This one, the index finger.
Ouch, that must have hurt.
It hurt so much, John. I said some words I shouldn't say on YouTube.
I understand completely.
So I looked at it and I thought, okay, this is not just a small cut. This is bad. I need to go to the hospital.
So you went to the emergency room?
Yes, the emergency room, or people also say the ER.
Right, the ER. Very common word. If something is urgent, if you need help right now, you go to the ER.
Exactly. Not all problems need the ER, though. Sometimes you go to a regular doctor, a clinic. But my cut was deep, so ER it was.
Okay. And what happened when you got there?
So I walked in, and the first thing you see is the front desk, or sometimes people call it the reception.
Right. And what do you do there?
You go up and you say, "Hi, I need to see a doctor," or "I need help, please."
Simple. Direct. That's good.
And then they ask you questions, like, "What is the problem?" or "Can you tell me what happened?"
And you say?
I said, "I cut my finger, it won't stop bleeding."
Won't stop bleeding. Good phrase. Let's say that again. It won't stop bleeding.
It won't stop bleeding. Very useful. Because sometimes cuts are small and they stop quickly, but sometimes they don't, and that's when you're worried.
Right. So they put pressure on it or what?
Well, first, they asked me to fill out a form.
Of course. There's always a form.
Always. In America, you go to the hospital, first thing, form.
It's true. You could be dying and they're like, "Sir, can you spell your last name?"
Exactly. So the form asks basic things. Your name, your date of birth, your address. Do you have insurance?
Insurance. That's a big word. Very important in America.
Very important. Health insurance means a company helps pay for your medical bills. Without it, the hospital is very expensive.
Very, very expensive. So always, if you're coming to America, know about health insurance.
Good advice. Okay, so I filled out the form, and then I waited.
How long did you wait?
About 45 minutes?
That's not too bad, actually.
It wasn't too bad. Some people wait 2-3 hours.
Yeah, the ER can be really busy, especially on weekends.
So after I waited, a nurse came and called my name.
What did she say?
She said, "Emma? Emma Johnson?" And I said, "Yes, that's me." And she smiled and said, "Come with me, please."
Very polite. Nurses are usually very kind.
They really are. So she took me to a little room, like a small private area, and she started asking questions. She said, "Can you tell me what happened?"
And you explained about the kitchen and the knife.
Yes, and she listened carefully. And then she said, "On a scale of 1 to 10, how is your pain?"
Oh, the pain scale. I know that one.
Yes, 1 means no pain. 10 means the worst pain of your life.
So what did you say?
I said, a 6? Maybe a 7?
That's pretty bad.
It was. It was throbbing. You know that word, throbbing?
Yes, when the pain goes like boom, 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 like a beat.
Exactly, like your heart is beating right inside the cut. That's throbbing.
Good word, throbbing. Let's remember that.
So the nurse also checked my blood pressure and my temperature and my heart rate.
Those are called vital signs.
Yes, vital signs. Very important phrase. Vital signs are the basic numbers that show how your body is doing. Blood pressure, temperature, heart rate, oxygen level.
And were your vital signs okay?
Yes, they were normal. The nurse said, "Your vitals look good," and that made me feel better.
Your vitals look good. Another great phrase.
Yes.
So then the doctor came?
Yes. After maybe 15 more minutes, the doctor came in. A young woman, very calm, very professional.
What did she say?
She said, "Hi, Emma. I'm Dr. Chen. I hear you hurt your finger. Can I take a look?"
Simple, friendly. That's how American doctors talk. Very casual.
Yes, not scary at all. So she looked at my finger and she said, "This is a deep cut. You're going to need a few stitches."
Stitches. Oh, wow.
Yeah, stitches. That word scared me a little.
Stitches are like small threads that close a wound, like sewing, but on your skin.
Exactly. And I said, "Will it hurt?"
Of course you asked that.
Of course. And she said, "We'll give you a local anesthetic first, so you won't feel much."
Local anesthetic. That means they make just one small area numb, not your whole body.
Right. So I got a small injection first to numb my finger, and then she did the stitches.
And did it hurt?
Honestly, the injection hurt a little, but the stitches, I couldn't feel anything. It was like watching someone sew a piece of cloth, but the cloth was my finger.
That's a strange feeling.
Very strange, but not painful. And she was very fast, maybe 5 minutes total.
Wow.
And then she gave me instructions. She said, "Keep it clean and dry, change the bandage every day, come back in 10 days to remove the stitches."
Remove the stitches. That means take them out. Cut the threads.
Yes. And she also said, "If it gets red or swollen or warm, come back right away. Those could be signs of infection."
Infection. Very important word. Infection is when bacteria, tiny living things, get into your wound and make it worse.
And that's dangerous. So always watch your wound. Keep it clean.
Okay, I love this story. But let's also talk about more useful phrases for our viewers if they ever go to a hospital.
Great idea. Okay, first phrase, I need to see a doctor.
Simple, important. I need to see a doctor.
Second, I'm in pain or I'm having pain.
Or you can say, it hurts here, and point to where it hurts.
Yes, it hurts here. Or my stomach hurts, my head hurts, my chest hurts.
That one, chest hurts, is very serious. Always tell a doctor right away if your chest hurts.
Absolutely. Okay, third phrase, how long do I have to wait?
Very useful.
How long do I have to wait? Or is there an estimate?
Estimate means a guess, an approximate time.
Fourth, I'm allergic to something.
Oh, very important. If you're allergic to a medicine, you must tell the doctor.
Allergic means your body reacts badly to something. Like some people are allergic to penicillin. That's a type of medicine.
So you say, I'm allergic to penicillin, or I'm allergic to nuts, whatever it is.
Fifth phrase, can you explain that again, please?
Yes, don't be shy. If the doctor says something and you don't understand, ask again.
Doctors use many medical words, big, complicated words. It's okay to say, I'm sorry, can you say that in simpler words?
Any good doctor will be happy to explain.
And sixth, Can I get a prescription?
A prescription is a paper from the doctor that says what medicine you need and how much. You take it to a pharmacy and they give you the medicine.
Pharmacy or drugstore, same thing.
In America, common pharmacies are Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid.
Yes, and they're everywhere. Very easy to find.
Okay, Emma, I have one last question.
Sure.
Were you scared when you went to the hospital?
Honestly, a little bit, yeah. Because you never know, right? You go in thinking, oh, it's just a cut. But then your mind starts going, what if it's more serious? What if...
I get it. The hospital feels serious, even if the problem is small.
Exactly. But you know what helped?
What?
The nurses and the doctor were so kind. They smiled, they explained everything. They didn't make me feel stupid for asking questions.
That's so important. A good doctor makes you feel safe.
And I want to say to our viewers, if you ever need to go to a hospital in an English-speaking country, don't be afraid. Use the phrases we talked about. Speak slowly, ask questions. It's okay.
The doctors and nurses want to help you. That's their job. And they understand that not everyone is a native English speaker.
Exactly. Just do your best. Speak clearly, and you'll be okay.
Just like Emma was okay.
Just like me. 6 stitches and I'm still here.
6 stitches. Warrior.
Oh, yes.
Okay, everyone. If you enjoyed today's video, please give us a thumbs up. It really helps our channel grow.
And subscribe if you haven't already. We post new English conversations every week.
Leave a comment below. Tell us, have you ever been to a hospital? What happened? Tell us your story.
We read every single comment. We love hearing from you.
And if you want to practice more hospital vocabulary, we'll leave some extra words in the description below.
Until next time, take care of yourselves. Eat good food, get enough sleep, and...
Try not to cut your fingers in the kitchen.
John! Okay, bye everyone!
Bye-bye.